Okay, so this segment, we're going to talk about really what sells final expense, what really gets people moving in the direction of wanting to do business with you. And one of the things that you have to remember about when you're out there is that you can't sound canned, you can't sound ungenuine. We're talking about people who are dealing of talking about a very emotional time in their lives, and you got to bring out that emotion in the people. So this is an emotional product. You have to have compassion when you're out there talking about final expense. You have to be able to relate with stories when you're out here in the community talking about final expense. You have to be able to share, and you have to allow the client to share. It has to be more of a conversation more than a presentation. And so as you're studying your outline presentation, as you're studying the presentation video, as you're studying your flip book that you have here, to make sure that you're getting the concept down of making sure that you're staying with the flow of the process. Make sure that you take time to practice and really put a lot of time into your presentation to make sure that it sounds more like a conversation, because you don't want to get into homes and sound so canned and so programmed that you're already thinking about what you're going to be saying next, and you didn't even hear the segue that the client was trying to take you in to be able to open up that door that's needed to be able to let them know the full benefits of Lincoln Heritage and the Funeral Consumer Garden Society. When you're there, if you're not in a home 45 minutes to an hour, you're not doing the client any justice. Okay, you can't make this a 15-20 minute deal in the home, because therefore there's no emotion. You're just another insurance agent out there in the field, and you're not being a community ambassador if you're doing that. So you really got to make sure that if you want to get applications, or if you're having a problem writing applications, always go back and start with looking at your presentation, seeing how polished your presentation is. Record your presentation when you're in the home, your first couple ones, just to kind of see what the flow of it is, to see if you would even consider writing a policy with you if you were the one doing that presentation. Practice on relatives. Do your 25 practice presentation list that's in your zip folder. So don't just take it for granted that you're just going to buy 20 leads and then all of a sudden just go out here and just start practicing on people, on the clients. No, you want to do the practice beforehand. You want to wake up doing this presentation. You want to go to bed doing this presentation. You want to, look at this an hour a day, spend at least an hour, 2 hours a day until your presentation is perfected to the degree where you can just say it to where it sounds so natural, to where you're giving a presentation and it doesn't even seem like that you're really giving a presentation. So when you go to training class, if you have not already, then you will have the ability to get the flip book. Okay, the flip books will allow you to stay in rhythm. The flip books will allow you not to be all over the place. The flip book will be your guide, but you don't want to use the flip book to the degree where you just feel like that it takes the place of you studying and really digging into the importance of how to maneuver through your presentation to be effective. So we spent a lot of time talking about presentations and what sells, the compassion, the stories, really honing in on the FCGS and those consumer forms, the A/B forms, and making sure that the client really understands the importance and getting those filled out as soon as their policy comes in the mail. And so let's just take heed to this information as far as what you're going to be getting over the next couple months, as far as from your manager about giving your presentation, making sure that it's effective, being able to deliver it in training class, or if you didn't do as well as you think you should have did in training class doing it, then really take time to really go in and focus on that, and just make sure that we're doing the best that we can do out in the field to take care of the community. So hopefully this helped just kind of reiterate some things that's already been told to you about how to deliver an effective communication, make it presentation, and make it real, to make it natural, to make it you. Okay, let me say this: don't try to be somebody else doing the presentation. Be the best you doing your presentation that you can be, but utilizing all these tools that we have as a guide so you can become the best you, because your clients are buying you. They're not buying Mr. Eric Howard. They're not buying Vincent King. They're not buying any of the managers that are out there. They're buying you, and what you're telling them is what they're looking for, and so you have to become the best you can with your presentation. So I hope this helps, and we look forward to seeing great things out of you all by having an effective presentation, and also on the next training video segment.